Well, welcome back, and I hope you've been successful collaborating with the document. Now I'm going to share how to create a form. So we're going to go create new, and it's called form, F-O-R-M. And this is where you're going to collect data. And as you collect data and people submit the data, it populates into your spreadsheet. So I'm going to create a bit of a form, and I'll come back and explain it. So I created just a one question. I selected that automatically people's username will be added to this form, so that makes it one less step. I just want to see what people's feedback is on the technology tips. And as you create a technology tip, you would add an item. You have all of these choices here. Choose from a list. You could have text, paragraph text, multiple choices. I'm just going to choose a checkbox. And so I've added another question. It's just a checklist. You can also choose a theme if you want. You can only see the theme when you actually visit the form online, but you would apply that. You can see what the responses are under the actions. You can edit the confirmation. So at the very end, when people have filled out the form, you could leave them a message. So I just wrote, this will help me decide whether to continue the technology tips. You can make it transparent and allow everyone to see the responses from themselves and others as soon as they submit. All depends on what your purpose is. And you can also choose to look at the responses as a summary or a spreadsheet, and you can email this form to get this out to people. So you just begin typing in your name and click send. That will send a message out, so that usually what I do is I send it to myself and then I add it to my whole list of people. Since you're working in the domain, it's a little bit different. So now I want to actually see what this looks like. So now as I look in my documents, I find this technology tips, and this is where the information would populate a spreadsheet. So if I go to the form and I go to the live form, this is what it looks like online. I'm going to fill it out, and then I forgot to add the sample question too, so I'll just put some data in there. I'm going to submit the form, and it says, thanks for this information. It will help me to decide. See the previous responses, and then when anyone clicks on this, they'll see the responses as they happen. Since there's only been one response, that's all that you will see. The other place that you can go back and look at everything is in your Google Docs. So I'm going to get out of that. I'm going to go back to my Google Docs, and here I have my form for my technology tips, and here's where it will populate. So you can see you get quite a lot of information. So go ahead right now, go to create new, click on a form, create a form to collect some data from your grade level, your classroom, your students, parents, anything that you can think of, and just give it a try. It doesn't have to be something that you are going to use. I'm going to use it with my family to collect some information about whether they can come to a holiday party on a certain date. It's great for everything.